This is Kevin Burkhardt in Los Angeles. Update, Paul Goldschmidt tying run at the plate in the ninth. Cardinals trying to lock up a win. They do. Bud Norris gets the strikeout. And Arizona handed only their second loss of the year for St. Louis. Big game for Jose Martinez. 2 for 4, homered and drove in 4. Cardinals win it. Right now back to Milwaukee we go.
Eric Thames with a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the 4th has given the Brewers a 1-0 lead. Zach Davies back to work. 4 shutout innings. He'll face Stella to start it. Tommy Stella, Victor Caratini, and Jason Hayward. First start of the year for Stella. He's been excellent off the bench this year. 3 for 6 as a pinch hitter, including a pinch hit double last night that gave the Cubs a chance to take the lead in the 9th inning.
You got 2 of the best pinch hitters in baseball in this game today. You got Jesus Aguilar on the Brewers dugout and Stella. Both of them very effective off the bench.
Now Rizzo is not available today, lower back tightness. That leaves the Cubs bench with 3 players. Almora, Zobrist, and Russell. They're going with an 8-man bullpen right now. That ball's hit hard into right field, a base hit. Tommy Stella continues his hitting ways, and it is a leadoff single for the Cubs second baseman. Well, fans, play ball is MLB's initiative to inspire all forms of baseball and softball participation, making play opportunities available and fun for everyone. To learn more, go to playball.org. Leadoff hit for Stella will bring Victor Caratini to the plate. Back-to-back games at first base for Caratini. Don't be fooled by those boyish looks of Zach Davies. He may look like the bad boy, but he was a 17-game winner last year. Only Clayton Kershaw won more games in the National League than this guy. Never changes expression.
Right, started out the season a little so-so, but he got a lot of run support. But just around the All-Star break, he really turned it on and started to pitch some really good baseball.
Davies is still only 25 years of age. Major League debut came with the Brewers in 15. And 17 was his breakout season. That's a pretty good sandwich between 2 stars, Clayton Kershaw and Zach Greinke, huh?
Cy Young Award winners. Yep.
There's a strike. Davies originally was an Oriole. He came through their minor league system. Brewers got him in a trade for Gerardo Parra, an outfielder for a prospect pitcher when the Orioles were trying to make a run to the postseason. Two balls and a strike. Caratini lines one down into the corner. Santana can't cut it off. Stella on his way to third. He'll stop there. And it is a double for Victor Caratini. And the Cubs are threatening now with 2 on and nobody out.
Yeah, Stella with a base hit on a pitch up and in, and Caratini able to tomahawk one into right field. Well, check it out. Trying to come inside and didn't quite get it in there far enough. 89 miles an hour. Looked like the cutter, and he rips it down the line. And the Cubs set up beautifully here in the 5th inning.
Caratini has proven he's a hitter in the Cubs minor league system. Getting a chance in back-to-back games to start at first. 2 hits to start the inning. Here comes Jason Hayward. Brewers put a shift on for Hayward. 3 infielders on the right side. And Hayward to the opposite field, fouls it away.
And if you're Zach Davies, you don't want to get too greedy here. I mean, you can concede a run. Your best case scenario right now would be to keep Caratini from scoring. Give up the run. Figure out a way to keep that second run off the board. Keep the ball on the ground. They got the shift for Jason Hayward. Straight away in the outfield and a big shift on the right side.
Again, trying to go the opposite way, and Hayward is down 0-2. This is a spot where a pitcher wants a strikeout. You got to go to your A stuff in a position like this.
And you got to be careful off speed stuff up in the zone to this guy.
No balls, 2 strikes. Cubs with back-to-back hits, second and third, to start this 5th inning. Davies deals, and he busts him in with a fastball, and it's 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's the pitch. That's where he wanted the last pitch to Caratini, but he left it down out over the plate. Trying to get in on his hands.
Bandy flipping the signs for Davies. See what he has in mind here. A ball and 2 strikes. Couldn't get him to bite that time. 2-2 now. With 2 strikes, the Brewers go back to their conventional configuration defensively. Shift was on until that time.
I'm thinking there's more of a chance that Hayward might just be protecting the plate and hit the ball to the opposite field.
Here's the 2-2. Little tapper. Davies is over, gloves it, spins, throws home, and the tag is in time.
Oh, a heck of a play right there. Boy, did he bounce off that mound quickly. Joe Madden wants to take a look at it to make sure they got the tag down. But a terrific play by Zach Davies. I don't think anybody thought he was going to go home on that. Spins around and makes a nice throw, and Bandy drops the tag on him.
Joe Madden is challenging this call. Well, the front foot never hit the plate. It was up. So even though the front foot crosses the plate, it never hit the plate.
Does he touch it with the toe? Who knows?
And he touches him on the knee.
That's the thing about that replay and touching home plate. It is up off the ground. You're right. Used to be before replay, if the foot goes over the plate, it's a run. Now you got to touch the plate, but sometimes can be very difficult.
Home plate umpire, the calling umpire Chris Conroy is there facing us, and the crew chief Field and Colbreth with his back to us.
Yep, calling the field is out. That's the key. Is there enough to overturn it?
Wow, it's going to boil down to that front foot. I think that shot right there is probably going to give them the information they need to make the call. Are they determining that it hit the plate or not? It's almost impossible with home plate being flat, unlike a base which is elevated. It's almost impossible to keep that foot down.
Yeah, got to dig it down in there and make sure you make contact these days. Didn't used to be that way. If it was over the plate, it's a run.
It's going to be a very interesting call here.
I don't know.
I don't think the toe ever hit the plate, but it's, I mean, we're talking inches.
Right.
On multiple slow motion replays.
But we have been surprised by decisions in New York before. Is there enough to overturn it? Who knows?
Now, the fact that the call on the field is out is very important for the decision here. Has to be conclusive evidence to overturn. Here comes a call. Out is the call. So after looking at multiple replays, Joe Madden disagrees.
But you know what a play by Zach Davies. Incredible. Call stands, not enough to overturn it.
Putout goes 1-2. It's a heck of a play by Bandy as well, I thought, reaching up to make that catch with a runner sliding it on him.
And then the other thing is setting up and not blocking off home plate. Had he had that foot in front of home plate, it would have been a run.
Now it's 1st and 3rd, and a double play ball could get Davies out of this inning. He's got the dangerous Baez at the plate. It's easy to understand the Cubs' frustration with that call. But again, if the call is safe on the field, it's going to probably remain safe. It all depends on how it's called originally. Talked to a lot of base runners, position players who run the bases often about what to do at home plate in that scenario on a slide like that, because it is so hard to keep your foot down. A lot of guys go in head first if they're given the backside of the plate just to swipe their hand across. Much easier.
Or run through home plate.
Or run through it.
Right.
I don't see a lot of guys doing that, but that seems, you run the risk of a trip and a fall, but it seems like the most difficult tag for a catcher. I mean, you caught for years in the big leagues. That's a tough play to reach across with a guy running across home plate.
And you're expecting the guy to slide, so you're going down. And if he goes over the glove, I mean, he's going to be safe. Yeah.
Baez takes a ball inside.
Check out the foot of Bandy. It's not blocking off home plate. That's the first thing I think the umpires look at. And according to the umpires and in New York, not enough to overturn it. Stella's foot never touched the plate.
Big call early in this game. Brewers maintain a 1-0 lead. Cubs still threatening now. And Baez able to check his swing. 3-0 is the count.
You know he's swinging here with the pitcher on deck.
Caratini ends up at third. Hayward at first on the fielder's choice. Davies will have to make a decision here. Do you face the pitcher and then Happ, Darvish and Happ, versus Baez and Darvish, falling behind 3-0?
Yeah, no cookie here. No fastball. 3-0 down the middle. He's swinging.
And he hacks right through a sinking fastball.
Good pitch. Was there any doubt he was swinging?
And no doubt. A lot of movement on that pitch. 3-1 now. Baez was able to come up with a big hit last night with the Cubs down 2. Had an RBI triple, and then as he was sliding into third, the throw from the cutoff man hit him, and he scored the tying run last night. He's been right in the middle of the action for the Cubs in both of the games thus far. Had a mad dash around the bases in game 1 that really set up the Cubs their first scoring inning en route to an 8-0 win.
And he hit a bullet in the right center last night to drive in a run. So he can hit the ball in that direction, although he's looking to pull the ball. You make a mistake, he will find that right center field gap.
Well, he was mouthing something into the Brewers dugout. Not sure who he's talking to or what he said, but he's got a plan. 3 balls and a strike. And he takes ball 4. Well, the bases are loaded now. It's not the worst outcome for a control pitcher like Davies. But he'll have to buckle down now with Yu Darvish coming up. And then the top of the order after that.
Yeah, the first pitch to Baez, the Brewers pitched out, maybe thinking about a squeeze. Better chance of a squeeze here, although Darvish doesn't handle the bat very well.
Just not something he's done a lot of in his career. Brewers get a run on a Thames homer in the 4th. Now the Cubs threaten in the 5th. And a throw to third. Close play as Caratini is just back. You feel like with Zach Davies, you could pull just about anything you wanted as a manager with his feel for the game.
Never panics. Always seems to be in control of things.
Very athletic play to get the out at the plate a moment ago. Caratini, Hayward, and Baez. Caratini doubled. Hayward reached on the fielder's choice. Baez just walked. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count on Darvish.
Interesting swing right there. His feet were moving, trying to shoot the ball to right field. That's something you would see an accomplished hitter do. Check this out.
Yeah, he closed his stance a little bit. It's like Hal Morris back in the day, huh?
Happy feet.
0-2 the count. Darvish in his major league career has 4 hits. He had 1 last year. Was 1 for 17 at the plate. All 17 of those at bats came as a member of the Dodgers. One-two pitch, and down he goes. Darvish is out. Out number 2. And a window is open for Zach Davies to get out of this mess.
Yeah, pulled the string on him, 80 miles an hour with the changeup.
Top of the order here is Ian Happ. Strikeout number 7 for Zach Davies. 2 off his career high. 2 of those 7 strikeouts have come to the hitter at the plate now, Ian Happ. Happ's got a ton of power. There's a strike. One more piece to the puzzle here for Zach Davies. Second-year player Ian Happ. 24 home runs last year in his rookie season for the Cubs. Former first-round draft pick. One of the many first-rounders on this Cubs roster. Chris Bryant due next. The last guy you'd want to see here in this 5th inning. Base is full. 1 ball, 1 strike. Happ breaks his bat. Pop up. Arcia's there. And Zach Davies pulls the Houdini act. Made a terrific play to get an out at home. Cubs fail to score, and it's still 1-0 Brew Crew.
right.
Thanks, babe.
Introducing the first ever Hyundai Kona with Blue Link.
Very funny.
Life on Earth just got a little more intelligent.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people to help save the universe from paying too much on their car insurance.
Hey, there's cake in the break room. What are you doing?
Nothing?
Marvel Studios' Avengers Infinity War in theaters April 27th.
Now, where were we?
Fighting wrinkles in average shirts. Fighting wrinkles in Duluth Wrinkle Fighters shirts. Duluth Trading Wrinkle Fighters shirts. Skip the fuss, nix the wrinkles. Only at Duluth stores and DuluthTrading.com.
This next song is all about my $20 fill-up. 8 pieces of Kentucky Fried Chicken, all the fixings, and it'll feed your family of 4. Hit it, boys. A 1 and a 2, and we're out of time. It's finger licking good. Woo!
Hands go here. Feet go here. You know what goes here. And your approval rating goes here. Test drive the Z-Track Z540R at your John Deere dealer today.
One to nothing Brewers. They lead the Cubs as we go to the bottom of the 5th. A reminder that tomorrow the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series will be returning to FS1. Down to Texas, it's the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500. You can catch the action tomorrow on FS1, coverage starting at 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central, or stream it live on Fox Sports Go. Orlando Arcia will lead off for Milwaukee. Arcia, Bandy, and then Davies. Davies dodging damage in the top of this 5th inning. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, and the Cubs fail to score as Davies strands the bases loaded. Arcia flew out to center field in the 2nd inning. Well, Darvish puts him away quickly. 3 pitches, a strikeout for Yu Darvish. That's number 6.
You just never know what you're going to get and when. A curveball that time. Arcia way out in front. A good location down in the strike zone.
No starter in MLB history has struck out hitters at a higher rate than Yu Darvish has. If you draw the line at 100 starts as Jet Bandy pulls one foul. Nice play by the ball girl. So you draw the line at 100 starts in the history of the game. Yu Darvish has a 29.6% strikeout rate. Randy Johnson's on that list. The modern pitchers dominate this list with the higher strikeouts from the position players over the last decade or so. So you see Darvish and Sale, Strasburg, Max Scherzer, and then there's Randy Johnson, who was the outlier through those years, racking up the huge strikeout numbers when strikeouts weren't as prevalent with offenses.
Plus hitters weren't taking as many pitches back in those days. Wasn't that long ago? What, 10-15 years ago? Guys are more aggressive. Sometimes a lot of guys didn't get the 2 strikes.
You ever face Randy Johnson?
I did. I have. Yep.
That seems extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, don't ask me how I did.
How'd you do, Rock?
I think I got a hit off him.
1-2 pitches down and away.
I think a broken bat up the middle. I forget what it was. I'm sure there's somebody in the production truck that can look it up. Embarrass me.
Randy Johnson was one of those pitchers that transcends generations. He would have been a star in any generation.
Yeah, he was intimidating.
Bandy down on strikes. Back-to-back Ks for Darvish. He's got 7 now.
Not as intimidating, though, as the Express Nolan Ryan.
Boy, I bet.
Yeah.
7 no-hitters. All-time strikeout king, Nolan Ryan. Not just the power of Nolan Ryan, but the longevity is what it blows the mind.
Right.
How long he was able to be a power pitcher well into his 40s.
Fastball, curveball. Yep.
Davies up there with 2 away. Searching for contact right now. The Brewers, the last 5 outs have been 4 of the last 5 outs, better said, have been strikeouts. 5 of the last 6 outs have been via the K. One and 2 the count. 2-2 now. By the way, Rock, you were 0 for 6 career against Randy Johnson.
Oh, is that right? So I didn't get a hit.
But you did make contact on 4 of those occasions. Now, against Nolan Ryan, you were 2 for 4.
Yeah, I remember that. How about if we tell that story?
Always finish with a positive. There's a called strike 3, and the inning is over. 500 hitter against the Ryan Express.
0 for 6, huh?
0 for 6. You didn't have a hit. Maybe you made contact once and grounded out.
I'll be right there.
Now, the storm is affecting thousands of families. People still in desperate need of aid.
When the night has come,
Where we at? We got Dan's order.
and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
Rated M for mature.
My son, we do not fight because the world makes us fight. We fight for a greater purpose. No matter the darkness, nothing will stand in our way. Again.
Do not mistake serenity for weakness. Do not misjudge quiet tranquility for the power of 335 turbocharged horses. The Lincoln MKX, more horsepower than the Lexus RX 350, and a quiet interior from which to admire them.
The Lincoln Spring Sales Event is here. For a limited time, get 0% APR on the Lincoln MKX. Hurry in today to your Lincoln dealer.
Major League Baseball on Fox Sports is brought to you by the Wisconsin Lottery, reminding you to please play responsibly. And by Ascension, coming together to give healthcare a better name. We are Ascension. 1-0 Brew Crew as we head to the 6th inning. You can trust your gut, pick the right player, and get one step closer to winning $5.6 million. Download Beat the Streak in the App Store or on the MLB.com/BTS today. Chris Bryant will lead the way for Chicago. First ball swinging, a breaking ball from Davies. And Bryant behind in the count. Bryant has been on twice. He walked in the first, reached on an infield hit in the fourth. Cubs have 3 hits against Davies this afternoon. Bryant now a .414 career hitter against Zach Davies. 29 career at bats. He has 12 hits. He's got numbers like that against a lot of guys, though.
And other than really Chris Bryant, none of the other Cubs have had that whole lot of success against Davies. Stella came in 4 for 10. He's got a base hit. He's handled Hayward pretty well. Knock on wood.
2 balls and a strike on Bryant. That one's in there. Fooled him. 2-2 now. Pitcher in the bright sunshine goes into the shadows as it leaves his hand. Bryant takes a ball.
A tough pitch to take. I mean, he sees the baseball well.
A Rookie of the Year, an MVP, and a World Series champion already in his career. That ball's deep into left. And this game is tied at 1 as Bryant on a 3-2 pitch pops his second home run of the year.
Well, Bryant able to take that changeup. A tough pitch to take, and then Davies doubles up on another changeup. This one up a little bit more, and Bryant waiting for it and knocks it out of here. Doubled up on a changeup. Second one ends up in the seats.
Second homer, 6 RBIs now for Bryant, and he has reached all 3 times against Davies. All even at 1 apiece. Dames and Bryant with the home runs today. What a hitter. Yeah, the home run is the highlight, but the take to get it to 3-2 is what set up the at bat for Chris Bryant. When most guys are hacking.
Yeah. And just incredible eyesight and patience staying back. Not a lot of movement for Chris Bryant. He sees it. Well, hitters like Bryant, they see it at a different speed than most. Guys like Robin Young, Paul Molitor, all the great hitters. Baseball seems to take forever to get the home plate for those guys.
Schroeder in a 1-2 count, and that one misses. Not by much. Davies thought he had him rung up. 2-2 now to Kyle Schroeder. Schroeder struck out his first time up. Hit a line shot in the fourth for an out. Schroeder has just 5 hits, but 2 of those are home runs. Two and two now. Brewers scored their run on an Eric Thames leadoff homer in the fourth. Cubs just tied it with a leadoff home run by Chris Bryant.
Yeah, Schwarber's thinking it's a full count. And it is a full count.
Yeah, the umpire actually changed his mind. He put up 3-1. That is reviewable, by the way. You can go check. They can quickly run through the at bat and give you the proper count. Most umpires, though, I haven't seen that happen yet.
No.
It's kind of a badge of honor to make sure you have the count correct. And Davies lost him. So Schwarber draws the walk. Chris Bryant able to tie it up. Back-to-back pitches that tell a big story for Chicago.
There's a 2-2 pitch. Just misses. Good patience by Bryant. And then what does Zach do? Thinks, I'm going to throw it again, leave it up a little bit further, throw it for a strike, and he knocks it out of here. Two similar pitches, same pitches, but much different location and much different result.
Dan Jennings, newly acquired left-hander, getting loose for the Brewers. Visit to the mound by Derek Johnson. The Brewer pitching coach was the pitching coordinator in the Chicago Cubs system prior to his arrival here in Milwaukee. Another big spot for Davies. He worked out of a bases loaded mess last inning. Bryant has tied it. Now a man on, nobody out for Wilson Contreras. In the air to left field. And Braun, who lost it for a moment, makes the catch. And maybe he was playing possum, trying to get Kyle Schwarber to take off.
Scared you, didn't he? Sometimes when you look up into those glass panels at this time of day, you'll lose it, but then you pick it up again. Trying to get the angle on it. He's got it.
It's pretty good acting, though.
Trying to get Schwarber to head to second base.
He's trying to get Schwarber and all the play-by-play announcers off their game. Schwarber didn't buy it. So much better than me. Stella takes one in the dirt. He's been a pesky hitter, Tommy La Stella. Got a single to start the fifth inning, last inning.
He's a guy that's not going to get too many starts, and not with this lineup. But he is very valuable coming off the bench. Joe Madden calls him 3 a.m. So you can wake him up at 3 a.m. and hit a line drive somewhere.
Nice. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue like rock,
right?
But it's you know, it's something.
Those 3-syllable nicknames, they don't work, do they?
Shift is on for La Stella. Brewers think he'll hit one on the ground to the right side, but they play him opposite field in the outfield. And he takes a strike. 2-1. Uses an interesting bat, that axe handle knob on the bat. I've seen a few guys do that over the years.
You don't get the callus on your hand, the meat of your hand down by your little finger. Eliminates that sometimes throughout the course of the year with that knob of the bat rubbing on your hand.
Out in front of this one, Arcia backing up on it, waving off Kane, and he's got it for the second out. 2 fly ball outs, and with 2 away, here comes Caratini with a runner at first. So many guys now at the plate try to get that buggy whip action, right, and have the hand off the knob. It's led to some injuries, actually, but that axe handle grip, trying to alleviate that. That's a more traditional knob of the bat right there. And Caratini holds it in a more traditional fashion, but a lot of players like to get that pinky, that bottom hand off the bottom of the knob. I guess that helps you turn on it, or makes you feel
more leverage. I mean, you get a little bit more bat going. Normally power hitters like to do that. Remember Julio Franco used to do that. He had the huge bat, wrapped it around his head. He had 2 fingers off the end of the bat.
Yeah, he put the bottom of that bat, the knob of that bat, right in the middle of his palm.
Yeah.
Julio Franco had to have one of the more unusual batting styles. Everything was normal when the pitch was released, but everything up until that point was so unorthodox.
Hands held high, bat wrapped around his head.
He would literally point the bat toward the pitcher, up over his head. Julio Franco, he was something.
Yeah, he could hit.
Played on some of those Nolan Ryan teams with the Texas Rangers.
He was a Brewer for a little bit.
Davies with 2 away, trying to get through this 6th inning. Chris Bryant with a home run to tie it up. Caratini not biting on the off speed.
Julio Franco was a Brewer in '97.
The last year in the American League for the Brewers. Did he DH a lot?
First base, DH. Yep.
Davies a number of shakeoffs. Got the one he wants now. 2 gone, 2-1 the count. That one's in there. Caratini expecting something else.
Didn't think it was a strike. Yep, right at the bottom of the zone.
Caratini, a player coming up through the Cubs system with a lot of walks. Sees a lot of pitches. 100 pitches for Davies. It'll be his last inning. Davies is hoping this is his last hitter. 2-2. Got him. A strikeout to end it. Good comeback after the Chris Bryant homer. Davies gives up a walk, then retires the next 3, including a strikeout of Caratini to end the inning. Bryant, however, has tied it at 1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
You're a brave man, Mr. Stevens. Your testimony will save lives. Mr. Stevens, this is your new name. This is your new house and a perfectly inconspicuous SUV. You must become invisible.
I'll take my chances. Our family plan with the other guys, it's a little, well...
It's obscene.
Pricey?
I know. Pricey?
No, that's not for the child.
Maybe it's time to switch to something a little more family-friendly.
Switch to Boost and get 4 lines for only $25 per line, each with unlimited gigs. Plus, get up to 4 free Samsung J7 perks and enjoy 6 months of Hulu, where you can stream all the shows everyone is talking about.
Heck yeah!
Bumblebee. Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
The moment you realize your floor isn't dirty, it's just old.
At Lowe's, we have all the latest floor styles for any room at the prices you'll love.
Spring Black Friday is back at Lowe's with wood look tile starting at 99 cents per square foot.
Finally. Ron, they're finally taking down that Schwab billboard.
Oh, not so fast, Carl.
Oh no, Schwab again. Index investing for that low? That's 3 times less than Fidelity.
And 4 times less than Vanguard.
What next? No minimums?
Minimums.
Schwab has lowered the cost of investing again, introducing the lowest cost index funds in the industry with no minimums.
I bet they're calling about the Schwab news.
Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management.
When you hear Domino's, you think pizza. But we're more than that. We're mouth-watering bread twists, oven-baked sandwiches, pastas, chicken, and pizza. Just $5.99 each when you order 2 or more. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
We are tied at 1. A couple of solo home runs in this game. Eric Thames and Chris Bryant. And it'll be Lorenzo Cain to start it. The Brewers have the top of their order. Yu Darvish begins his 6th inning. Zach Davies goes 6. Looks like his day is done. Bullpen continues active. And Craig Counsell, after Davies gets to 101 pitches.
Terrific start.
Needed that.
Well done. Got 6 innings. Exactly what Craig Counsell was hoping for. Could have gone more had it not been for the 5th and 6th. He was in the mid-50s pitch-wise heading into that 6th inning. The Cubs made them work last 2 innings.
Lorenzo Cain is 0 for 2. He lined out to right in the 1st inning. Grounded out his next time up. He was out for early hitting today. Optional batting practice for the Brewers. And right there in the middle of it all was Lorenzo Cain. He'd be doing that anyway, even if he was in a hot streak at the plate. He's an extremely hard worker. Always has been.
Always something to work on, right? It's like that morning cup of coffee. It seems like, you know, you really can't get going in the game unless you take a few hacks.
3 balls and a strike. Darvish delivers and Cain fouls it off. Cain has not just played in big games, but performed well in some of the marquee games. ALCS MVP. Back-to-back World Series appearances for Lorenzo Cain. He has been as clutch as there was for the Royals during those stretches of games. 3-2 the count. Cain on the ground to the right side. That is Stella for out number 1.
We talked about how well Zach Davies did today. Yu Darvish has pitched very well. He seems to be getting stronger as the game's going on. I mean, the strikeouts he's starting to rack up as the game's going on and working ahead in the count.
Yeah, the Brewers have just 2 hits. Eric Thames has one of those 2, and that was a home run to start the 4th inning. Had a hanging slider.
Never hit a breaking ball out, so what does Darvish start him out with? Fastball up.
Eight strikeouts for Darvish. Davies finished with 7 Ks. And he puts another fastball by Thames. It is 0-2 now.
This might be Darvish's last inning. He's due up 3rd in the 7th.
Pitch count in pretty good shape. Brewers would like to add to that and make that decision easy for Joe Madden. No balls, 2 strikes. Bounces 1. Thames has 6 hits on the year. 3 of them are home runs. 2-run homer last night. That's the shortstop Baez on that side. He'll make the play for out number 2, or Stella, I should say, in the shift. And 2 gone for Yu Darvish. That'll bring up Ryan Braun. We were talking about, you know, different styles of bats. Check out Ryan Braun's bat. He's got a modified bat handle himself. It's not the axe bat, but it's a tiny little shaved down handle that he uses for that exact reason.
Yeah.
I remember talking to Braun about his bat and the way he uses, the way he swings that bat, and he said, "Man, I just really like that tapered finish." You're gonna have really strong hands,
yeah,
it would seem.
He uses a very long bat too, 35 inches. Most guys are going to use 34. He could stand a little bit further off the plate with that bat, still cover the outside corner.
Darvish pumps one in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. And Braun is not pleased with that call. Ryan walked in the first. He struck out in the 4th. All tied at 1. This has been a tight one today. Well pitched game. Darvish and Davies. Every now and then Darvish will hang that leg, stalking the hitter a little bit, it looks like.
Yeah, always working out of the stretch. Don't see many starting pitchers do that.
1 ball, 2 strikes. There's the pause, and he misses again. Trying to get Braun to bite on those breaking balls. 2-2 now. Here's a 2-2. 3-2. They have Braun's dismay on that fastball for a strike earlier in the count might have worked to his advantage right there.
Yeah, and Darvish gave him a little bit extra. That was 96. Actually 97 miles an hour, so his best fastball.
Got a left-handed hitter coming up next in Shaw. An action pitch. Wilson Contreras was emphatic on that pitch that he wanted. Darvish will give it to him. 3-2. Right down the middle. He got him. So Darvish strikes out Braun to end the inning. Caught him guessing. Gave him the heater. We're still tied at 1. We're on our way to the 7th inning in Milwaukee.
Do your thing. Fulfill. Realize. Love. Not like. Be extraordinary. Turn off the highway and soar. Spread your wings. Mazda. Feel alive.
You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete locally and swing your way to the finals at the 2018 MLB All-Star Week in Washington, D.C. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
When you upgrade your Wi-Fi to Eero, all your connected devices can finally work the way you want them to. Eeros replace your router, forming a wireless mesh network that blankets your home in fast, reliable Wi-Fi. With Eero, you'll have no more dead spots, slow spots, drop-offs, or buffering. It's Wi-Fi so good, you'll never think about Wi-Fi again. Upgrade your home with Eero today.
Hello. Let's go for a ride on a Peloton. Let's go grab a couple thousand friends and chase each other up a hill. Let's go make a personal best, then beat it with your personal better than best. Let's go bring the world's best instructors right to you. Better yet, let's go bring the entire New York studio live. Let's go anytime, anywhere, with anyone who's willing. And let's go do it all right here. Ready to go? Peloton.
Seventh inning at Miller Park. Brewers and Cubs tied at 1. Time now for our UW Whitewater scouting report. Right-hander Trey Supak, 23rd best prospect for the Brewers, acquired in 2015. Had a strong season debut. He went 5 innings, gave up just 2 hits, 6 strikeouts for him on 83 pitches. And BA and Rock, a great season debut for Corbin Burns this afternoon. The Brewers' top pitching prospect in AAA with Colorado Springs went 6 innings, gave up just 1 run, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts.
That guy is the real deal. He is going to be one to watch this year. Corbin Burns, minor league pitcher of the year. Pitching change here for Council as Davies is done. It is Oliver Drake first out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he last pitched on Wednesday against the Cardinals, an inning in the 3rd scoreless. That included 3 punch-outs. Off to a very good start this year.
Facing Jason Hayward to start this 7th inning. Zach Davies goes 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He struck out 8 and had 3 walks in the game. Davies with 101 pitches. 53 of those 101 pitches came in the first 4 innings. He was extremely economical in the first 4. Took him 48 pitches to get through the last 2, including a 25-pitch 5th inning. But he gave the Brewers exactly what they needed today, a little bit of length.
Yeah.
With a beat-up bullpen from yesterday's game.
Yep, after 3 2/3 out of their starter yesterday.
Another tight game between the Brewers and the Cubs. Well, that has been a familiar theme, especially at Miller Park. Yesterday, the Brewers won with a walk-off hit in the bottom of the 9th inning.
And the Brewers and Cubs had 5 extra inning games at Miller Park last year.
2-2, and Hayward takes ball 3. A 5-4 win for Milwaukee last night. Thames with a homer in the 4th to put him on top early, and then Chris Bryant homered to lead off last inning. Only 6 hits combined, 4 by the Cubs, 2 by the Brewers. Hayward draws the walk. Never a good way to start an inning if you're on the mound. A leadoff walk, and Craig Counsell immediately goes to the bullpen phone.
Yeah, 4th straight inning, the Cubs have been able to get their leadoff hitter aboard. One of those was a leadoff home run by Bryant, the 6th.
So Javier Baez now with a man on. Dangerous bat at the plate. See a pinch hitter next. It'll be the end of the line for Darvish. So even though the Cubs are at the bottom of their order, they've got some weapons available right now. And Baez pop up in the infield. Ranging over is VR to make the catch, and a big bat retired for Oliver Drake. 1 away.
Hey, today's time of the game winner, the Dover Inn in Kansasville. That's in Racine County, southeastern Wisconsin. If they call the Brewers by 10 o'clock tomorrow, they get 40 tickets to a Friday night game in the Miller Lite Beer Pen. This offer courtesy of the Tavern League of Wisconsin and Miller Lite. Kansasville, these Cub fans will probably blow right by there on their way home.
Here's Albert Almora. Pinch hitting for Darvish. On the ground, third base, got a chance. Out there, throw to first, out there, double play. 5-4-3, and Oliver Drake, who gives up the leadoff walk, cleans it up nicely. Brewers go around the horn. Inning is over. Stretch time at Miller Park.
She's coming. My video call's lagging. Mom.
Hold up. We got a laggy video call here. You need Verizon, the best network for streaming. Here, trade you.
Okay, people, that's a reset.
You want us to surprise her again? Yeah, but like in a fun way, like this.
Oh, my favorite friends are here. There's Tony and Diane.
Like something like that.
Get up to 50% off our best phones, like the Samsung Galaxy S9 and the Google Pixel 2, because unlimited is only as good as the network it's on.
Hands go here. Feet go here. You know what goes here. And your approval rating goes here. Test drive the Z-Track Z540R at your John Deere dealer today.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
When you hear Domino's, you think pizza. But we're more than that. We're mouth-watering bread twists, oven-baked sandwiches, pastas, chicken, and pizza. Just $5.99 each when you order 2 or more. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
This is what I feel like when I wear regular shoes. Cramped and uncomfortable.
Mr. Long, you've been upgraded.
Which is why I wear Skechers wide-fit shoes. It's like first class for your feet. Try Skechers Wide Fit with air-cooled memory foam.
We are tied at 1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and we remind you, you can watch every out-of-market regular season game live or on demand right in your home, your office, or on the go with MLB.tv. Your subscription includes MLB At Bat Premium, allowing you to watch live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Packed house on a Saturday afternoon, and we've got a dandy of a ball game going today. New pitcher for the Cubs coming in for Yu Darvish is left-hander Brian Dunsing.
Certainly the strong point of this pitching staff for Chicago. The best bullpen earned run average so far in the National League, .84 their ERA. Dunsing a .519 earned run average.
Each starter goes 6. Each starter giving up just 1 earned run. Darvish struck out 9. Davies struck out 8. Travis Shaw leading the way for the Brewers. Madden does have a right-hander ready in the bullpen. He might start to play a little matchup baseball here. Right-handed hitting Santana is due next. Shaw leans out on one. Roller out to Baez. And there is out number 1.
Yeah, Joe Madden went through 6 relievers in yesterday's ball game, but none of them really pitched all that long. And he's going to go to the bullpen again.
So Dunsing faces 1 batter. And a pitching change at Miller Park.
I can do more to lower my A1C.
Because my body can still make its own insulin.
And I take Trulicity once a week to activate my body to release it, like it's supposed to. Trulicity is not insulin. It comes in a once-weekly, truly easy-to-use pen, and it works 24/7.
Trulicity is an injection to improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes when used with diet and exercise. Don't use it as the first medicine to treat diabetes or if you have type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Don't take Trulicity if you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, you're allergic to Trulicity, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of a serious allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and decreased appetite. These can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
To help lower my A1C, I choose Trulicity to activate my within.
Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
The moment you realize you have enough food for your guests, but not enough fridge.
At Lowe's, we have more appliances to choose from, so you'll find the right one at the right price. And we'll deliver it for free.
Spring Black Friday is back at Lowe's with up to $500 off select major appliances.
Do your thing. Fulfill. Realize. Love. Not like. Be extraordinary. Turn off the highway and soar. Spread your wings. Mazda. Feel alive.
New pitcher is Steve Cishek, and he takes over in a 1-1 game with 1 man out. Domingo Santana steps in and takes strike 1. At the switch hitter VR due next. Cishek will certainly face him.
Well, he's pitched in all 3 games in this series so far. Only a third of an inning yesterday.
Santana had a single off Darvish in the 4th inning. The only other hit outside of that Thames home run in the 4th. Thames and Chris Bryant with home runs Little jam shot. Stella is there for out number 2. We saw an old friend here in the booth a moment ago, Rhett Miller of the old 97s. Rhett is here in Milwaukee. He's got a show tonight at the Back Room at Collectivo. Cool little venue. Always great to see Rhett, one of my favorite musicians.
Working tonight, right?
He's on the gig tonight, solo. Wish him the best. Hope he gets a great crowd out there. And he's a big baseball fan. Keeps tabs on his Rangers and loves coming here to Miller Park as well. Always good to see him. Jonathan VR with 2 away. A lot of managers, opposing managers, like to flip VR to hit right-handed. You can tell Joe Madden really wanted the right-hander against Santana. It's always interesting when you look at how a lineup is constructed. And these managers will set their lineup accordingly based on what they think the opposing manager may do with his pitching staff, his relievers.
Yep, Craig Counsell staggered right, left, right. That's VR, the switch hitter. Far and away more power as a left-handed batter, but it's awfully difficult to elevate the baseball against Steve Cishek with that natural sink, with that sidearm delivery.
VR ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Little tapper and right in front of the mound. Cishek for the out, gets the final 2 outs. Brewers go in order in the 7th, and we go to the 8th. It's 1-1 Cubs Brewers.
Think about it. There must be a higher love down in the heart, hidden in the stars above. Without it, life is wasted time. Look inside your heart. Look inside.
Thanks, babe.
Introducing the first ever Hyundai Kona with Blue Link.
Very funny.
Life on Earth just got a little more intelligent.
We want a home run, just a little home run. H-O-H-O-M, H-O-M-E-R-E-N. Home run, home run, home run. Yay!
Mr. Getty, your grandson's been kidnapped.
I ask as a mother to set my boy free.
We need to pay the ransom, Mr. Getty.
I didn't hire you to pay people off, but to do things that other people won't do.
We have to be willing to walk away.
He's my son. I can't walk away.
No!
All the money in the world.
Be the first to buy now and watch anytime, anywhere on your favorite screens with DirecTV Cinema. Movies start at channel 125.
I need new struts for my 2010 Chevy. Let me see struts by AC Delco, KYB, and any under $50.
We might be able to get some struts from the warehouse.
Why watch the counterman tap on his computer and hope he chooses the right part? Go to rockauto.com. Auto and body parts from hundreds of manufacturers. Choose the brands, prices, and features you want. Auto parts at the lowest price. Conveniently delivered to your home or business.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
This is Kevin Burkhardt back in Los Angeles. Andrew McCutchen's tenure as a Giant was off to a 2-for-24 start until this in the first inning against the Dodgers. Misplay in the outfield, but nonetheless an RBI double for McCutchen. San Francisco with the early 1-0 lead in the top of the second. Back to Milwaukee we go.
Baseball's biggest superstars are on FS1 next Saturday at 3 Central. The Rangers and the Astros. And then at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, it's Mike Trout and the Angels taking on the Royals. It all happens next Saturday on FS1 or stream it live on Fox Sports Go. Oliver Drake will continue for the Brewers out of the bullpen after he got the double play ball to end the inning in the 7th. He'll start the 8th. Ian Happ leads off for Chicago. Top of the Cubs order. Happ, Bryant, and Schwarber coming up against Drake. Happy is 0 for 3, 2 Ks. And he had a pop-up to end the 5th inning. That was a key moment in this game. Happ popped up with the bases loaded. Drake deals a strike.
And
1 and 2.
He's caught in between right now. The fastball was right down the middle to him, and he took it. Maybe thinking about that splitter. He might get it here down in the dirt.
Drake had to wait until the last moments of the declaration of rosters before the season, and he made the ball club, and he's pitched in some big innings already. 1 and 2. He misses with a fastball. His fastball velocity is up a tick this season. He's hit 93, 94 on a few occasions.
Yep, and that's only going to make that splitter even more effective.
Shift is on for Happ. Drake can be a strikeout pitcher when he's right, and Happ doesn't bite on that one. Full count now.
Can't afford another leadoff base runner here. Cubs have had four straight innings getting their leadoff hitter aboard.
Especially with the man on deck, Chris Bryant, due next. He tied the game with a home run in the 6th. Full count. Got him. A strikeout for Drake. And he went with the fastball again. Threw it right by the Cubs leadoff hitter.
Yeah, he's just not seeing the baseball at all right now. Very hittable fastball. Didn't want to walk him. Throw it right by him.
3 strikeouts for Happ today. First of the game for Drake. And that is going to be his last hitter with Bryant coming up. Craig Counsell is going to play his best hand out of the Brewer bullpen. 1-1 game. We're in the 8th. A pitching change.
Do your thing. Fulfill. Realize. Love. Not like. Be extraordinary. Turn off the highway and soar. Spread your wings. Mazda. Feel alive.
I thought I was managing my moderate to severe ulcerative colitis, but I realized something was missing. Me. The thought of my symptoms returning was keeping me from being there for the people and things I love most. So I talked to my doctor and learned Humira can help get and keep UC under control when other medications haven't worked well enough. And it helps people achieve control that lasts, so you could experience few or no symptoms.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Be there for you and them. Ask your gastroenterologist about Humira. With Humira, control is possible.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people to help save the universe from paying too much on their car insurance.
Hey, there's cake in the break room. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Marvel Studios' Avengers Infinity War in theaters April 27th.
Now, where were we?
All tied at 1. 8th inning. Cubs Brewers matched up with another dandy. Our game summary. 2 solo home runs have gotten us here. 2 fantastic games from the starters. Yu Darvish went 6, struck out 9. Davies went 6, struck out 8. 1 run apiece. Thames launched in the 4th inning. Gave the Brewers a 1-0 lead, and then Chris Bryant goes deep off Davies in the 6th inning. Both were leadoff homers. So now the stage is set for Bryant against Jeremy Jeffress. Jeffress pitching multiple innings yesterday and back on the mound here today.
Yep, inning in the 3rd, and And facing Chris Bryant. Bryant 0 for 2 career against Jeffress. Not a whole lot of sample size, but Craig Counsell going with Jeffress over Drake. Chris Bryant was 2 for 2 with a home run against Oliver Drake. That's why you make the move.
Good work by Drake, giving the Brewers 4 outs. And so Jeffress here in his 5th appearance of the season. 1 away in the 8th as Bryant into center field. Kane is on the run, and Kane can't make the play. Bryant off to the races. He'll end up at third with a triple.
Well, you hope he's all right. Well, he's looking up, saying he couldn't even see it.
That sun pouring in through the panels above the first base grandstand.
And you see he missed his spot. You had Bandy reaching over the heart of the plate, and Bryant nearly hit it out of here to center field. You know, Lorenzo in the bright sunshine just couldn't see it. I guess lost it. Had it in the glove, or hit the glove, and that'll be a triple.
Kane looks like he's a little shaken up. Just one batter for Jeffress, and he is out. So Counsell goes back to the bullpen. Kyle Schwarber, the lefty, coming up. Go ahead run at third base for the Cubs.
Do not mistake serenity for weakness. Do not misjudge quiet tranquility for the power of 335 turbocharged horses. The Lincoln MKX, more horsepower than the Lexus RX 350, and a quiet interior from which to admire them.
The Lincoln Spring Sales Event is here. For a limited time, get 0% APR on the Lincoln MKX. Hurry in today to your Lincoln dealer.
What does it take to make digital transformation actually happen? Do you just flip a switch and presto, your business is magically transformed? Not quite. It takes a groundbreaking company like Dell Technologies, a family of 7 technology leaders working behind the scenes to make the impossible reality. For instance, we're helping to give cars the power to read your mind from anywhere. We're helping up to 40% of the nation's donated blood supply to be redirected to the areas and people that need it most. And we're even developing technology to create a whole new vision for the blind. So while you might not see what we're doing, what we're doing is changing the way we all see the world. Magic can't make digital transformation happen, but we can. Let's make it real.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America.
Raised by generations, willing to sip, share, risk, remember.
This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of beer country.
Chris Bryant with a triple into deep right center. Lorenzo Kane almost coming up with a great catch. Staring back into that sun. Look at the shadow of this glove right here. Looking right into it. He ran to the spot, but Rock just couldn't pull it in.
Yeah, right on the heel of the glove. We don't see him drop too many. Probably didn't see it all the way.
So Dan Jennings is on to pitch to Kyle Schwarber. Infield in for Milwaukee. And Jennings opens up with a strike. Jeffress just one batter faced. There is one out in the inning. Got Contreras due next. Counsell does have activity in his bullpen, but right now the matchup he wants is lefty on lefty.
Yep, and he got the infield in, trying to choke off that run.
No balls and a strike on Schwarber. In the dirt, smothered by Bandy. Good play back there by the Milwaukee catcher.
Well, Schwarber has been struggling. Joe Batten has a couple of options on that bench. Ben Zobrist, a good contact hitter, and Addison Russell electing to go with Schroeder here.
Yeah, technically 3 on his bench, but really only 2 that are available. Zobrist and Russell, with Rizzo unavailable with tightness in the lower back today.
And more activity in that Brewers bullpen. You might see another pitching change after Schwarber.
Dan Jennings in a big spot. Two balls, 1 strike. Bryant with good speed at third base. And a little jam shot caught by Arcia. Got in on his hands. And Schwarber with a soft liner for an out for the second out of the inning.
Lefty versus lefty. Went with a fastball. Ate him up. Put it right where he wanted it at 90. And that's about as easy as it gets for Orlando.
Well, now you have Contreras coming up. Got a left-handed hitter next in Tommy La Stella. See how they want to play this here. You could walk Contreras to get the matchup. I tell you, Tommy La Stella has been one of the hottest hitters the Cubs have had.
And he's a great contact hitter. But you got to wonder. I mean, Contreras is one of those guys that comes through in the clutch for the Cubs.
Counsell still debating on where he wants to go with this. Bandy makes a trip to the mound. Might be trying to buy a few extra throws for J.J. Hoover has started to loosen in the bullpen. Big decision. Hoover just got here from AAA. That was the player transaction that the Brewers made today. A lot to think about this time of the game.
Yeah, they're going to let Jennings face Contreras here.
A testament to how well La Stella's been swinging the bat this season. Runner at third. Contreras check to swing.
And maybe try to see if he's going to chase. Don't give him anything good to hit.
Bryant with a triple. 3 hits today and a walk. He's the go-ahead run. Jennings deals, and that one just missed. 2 balls, no strikes.
Trying to shoot that outside corner and just did miss.
Bandy made it look good. Contreras 2 for 2 in his career against Jennings. 2-0 the count. Contreras takes a strike. A bender in there for strike 1 on a 2-0 count.
And really terrific fastball hitter. Don't give in. Got a base to work with.
Would be very interesting to see if Madden would pinch hit for La Stella next. If he would go with Zobrist or Russell. Might have influenced the thinking of Counsell. 2-1. 2 outs in the inning. In the dirt. Another good pickup by Bandy. 3 balls and a strike. Counsell having a chat with Derek Johnson as pitching coach.
He's got his veteran left-hander out there and things under control. If you walk him, not the worst thing in the world.
Hitters count 3-1. Contreras had a big swing, but it was a breaking ball. And now it's 3-2. So a 2-0 breaking ball and a 3-1 breaking ball as Dan Jennings a strike away from getting out of this inning.
Throw another one down. See if he'll chase it.
Cubs have left 5 on in a tie game. What else would you expect from a Cubs and Brewers game at Miller Park? They're always like this.
Yeah.
Sellout crowds into it. Payoff pitch and a bouncing ball, foul. We'll do it again.
And with a fastball in.
.30-year-old reliever Dan Jennings. Brewers got him right after the season began. He made his Brewers debut in day 2 of the season after being released by the Rays. Another 3-2 and a broken back fly ball. Braun can't see it, and now he makes a catch. Boy, he lost it originally, fought it all the way, made the catch to end the inning. Jennings does the job. Braun puts it away to end the frame. Still tied at 1. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It'll be a last at-bat win for someone again.
Do not mistake serenity for weakness. Do not misjudge quiet tranquility for the power of 335 turbocharged horses. The Lincoln MKX, more horsepower than the Lexus RX 350, and a quiet interior from which to admire them.
The Lincoln Spring Sales Event is here. For a limited time, get 0% APR on the Lincoln MKX. Hurry in today to your Lincoln dealer.
Long John Silver's is putting burgers on notice with our hand-battered and fried to perfection Alaskan whitefish sandwich, fries, Cinepups, and a drink for just $5. And there's nothing little burgers can do about it. Is there, burgers?
Rated M for mature.
My son, we do not fight because the world makes us fight. We fight for a greater purpose. No matter the darkness, nothing will stand in our way. Again.
Liberty Mutual stood with me when this guy got a flat tire in the middle of the night, so he got home safe.
Yeah, my dad says their insurance doesn't have that. What?
You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
When it's your job to protect the world's greatest nation, it's your responsibility to solve the world's greatest challenges. This is why we search for the best and brightest, why we train for every eventuality, on land and water, in the air, space, and even cyberspace. We operate in a complex world with one simple mission: win.
Major League Baseball on Fox Sports is brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste at only 96 calories. And by Toyota. Let's go places. What a game. What a series it has been already. Series split 1-1. Brewers won on a walk-off last night. And this one all tied at 1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Orlando Arcia will lead off. He'll be followed by Bandy. And then the pitcher spot coming up. Cishek still out there. Arcia, who had the walk-off hit last night, up there hacking early. Brewers have won 5 games this year. They're 5-3. 4 of the 5 wins have come with hits in their final at-bat. Arcia fooled badly. 0-2 the count.
Yeah, can't try to pull this guy. Everything in the right center. Stay on it, just like he did yesterday to win the game.
0-2, and Arcia strikes out. Cishek just carved him up. 1 gone in the 8th inning. On 3 pitches, a strikeout for Cishek. Cubs do have action in their bullpen, but for now, Cishek will remain. Pedro Strop. So here is Jet Bandy now. 0-2. Bandy has big power. Lined out to center field in the 3rd inning. He ripped one to the track in center field. Struck out his last time up. Bandy with 1 hit on the year. Making his 4th start of the season.
Yeah, 2-0 count. Get something up out over the plate. Try and find a gap.
2-0. That hit him. Bandy is hit by a pitch. Well, a break for the Brewers. Just grazed the elbow, and Bandy is aboard carrying the go-ahead run here in the 8th inning.
Well, let's see if Craig Counsell might go to a pinch runner.
Counsell does go to the bench for a pinch hitter. Eric Sogard will bat.
And maybe wait till Bandy perhaps gets to second base.
First bench player used by Counsell as a 5-man bench. Sogard and Yelich are the 2 left-handed hitters. I'm sure Counsell, if possible, would love to stay away from Yelich another day. He's been dealing with an oblique injury.
We were told that he can pinch run. And he can play defense.
So it leaves Pena, Perez, and Aguilar, the right-handed bats. 2-0 to Sogard. 3 balls, no strikes. Suddenly Cishek having command problems. Has not thrown a strike in this inning. I beg your pardon, the last 2 hitters. After striking out Arcia with 3 pitches.
And neither one of those 3 were strikes.
There's a strike. Full count to Sogard.
And Sogard's due to find a gap here at some point. Still hitless on the season.
Sogard's 0 for 2 as a pinch hitter. Did draw a walk last night. Sogard in the air to right field, hit pretty well. Back on it is Hayward, and he leaps. He can't get it. A big bounce. Bandy on the run. He'll stop at third as the throw is cut off. Eric Sogard hits one off the wall. Second and third with 1 away, and the Brewers threatening now to take the lead in the 8th.
Yeah, there you go. Sogard able to finally get on the hit column in a pretty big spot. Fastball in, and he rips it over the head of Hayward. And he hit it well. That's about as well as you can hit it, you know, for Eric. And kind of surprised that Hayward didn't catch that. Normally he catches those. He misjudged it. He thought it was closer to the wall than he actually was. And because it's Jet Bandy at first base, he has to stop at third.
And Bandy had to hold for a moment to make sure it wasn't going to be caught. See Ed Cedar putting on the brakes. With 2 outs, maybe you send him. With 1 out, you take a shot. Especially with the top of the order in Lorenzo Cain coming up. So Madden will make the change. And he'll go to Pedro Strop. Brewers with runners at second and third. Pitching change.
There's a moment in your bones when the fire takes over. We can be heroes everywhere we go. Keeping us down is impossible. We're unstoppable.
Life has a million trails. The redesigned Jeep Cherokee was built for all of them. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash on 2018 Jeep Cherokee models.
Right now at Pizza Hut, you can get the pizza you crave at the price you love. 2 medium Pizza Hut pizzas, just $5.99 each. No one out pizzas the Hut.
What if theft were this frequent? Well, it is.
An identity is stolen every 2 seconds. So protect yourself with a free dark web scan at Experian.com/darkweb.
Oh, I don't have my wallet, so.
Perfect. You can send a digital payment.
I don't have one of those payment apps.
Perfect. You have a US-based bank account, right?
I have Wells Fargo.
Perfect. Then you should have Zelle.
Perfect.
Perfect.
The #1 mobile banking app just got better.
Does your coach use Zelle too?
Of course.
Another way we're building better every day.
Hands go here. Feet go here. You know what goes here. And your approval rating goes here. Test drive the Z-Track Z540R at your John Deere dealer today.
Lorenzo Cain into right field. Going to be deep enough. We'll see. Hayward's throw. Bandy's coming in. Bandy scores! Jet Bandy. The mad dash from third as Lorenzo Cain with a sacrifice fly. And the Brewers have a 2-1 lead. Cain wasting no time, jumping on the first pitch he saw from Pedro Strop.
Yeah, you don't want to have to be dealing with that Strop slider. You're in trouble at that point. And Jet Bandy not very fast, but he's able to get in there. Came with a pretty much of a deep fly ball to right. Look at he's throwing on for Hayward, right on the money, but Bandy able to beat it.
Badger Mutual insurance run of the game for the Brewers. What a great slide by Jet Bandy.
Yep, he does touch the plate.
Lorenzo Cain, who has called the slider his kryptonite. Joe Madden goes with his best slider pitcher, and Cain able to lift one in the air to get the run in. 2-1 Milwaukee. And now with a runner at third and 2 outs, here is Eric Thames. At the plate, presented by Wendy's. Thames with a solo homer to put the Brewers on the board in the fourth. Who had a good cut. Fouls it back. It's quickly 0-2.
Boy, that was a terrific throw by Jason Hayward, wasn't it? I mean, he's got a terrific throwing arm, and he had his momentum going toward home plate, and he made it close.
Hayward had a bit of a misplay on a fly ball by Sogard that helped set the inning up. Thames takes a ball. That was close. Eric with 3 home runs on the year, all coming on this homestand. Looking ahead to the Cubs' 9th. Tommy La Stella scheduled to lead off. Victor Caratini and then Jason Hayward. Ben Zobrist, who came in on the double switch, is now in the 9 spot in the batting order. Two. Thames strikes out to end the inning. Lorenzo Cain delivers in the clutch. Jacob Barnes on to try to nail it down. The Brewers 2-1 over the Cubs as we go to the 9th.
In my experience, every successful racer needs a few things. Amazing reflexes, a great team, coordination, and oh yes, this.
Play my jams? Turn on lights? Start washer. Okay.
The moment you realize you can't teach your old washer new tricks.
At Lowe's, we keep you ahead of the curve with smart appliances like FlexWash and FlexDry by Samsung, so you can do 2 laundry loads at the same time and check the status on your phone.
Start washer.
All projects have a starting point. Start with Lowe's.
Spring Black Friday is back at Lowe's with up to $2,000 off on select Samsung suites.
Our family plan with the other guys, it's a little, well...
It's obscene.
Pricey?
I know.
Pricey?
No, that's not for the child.
Maybe it's time to switch to something a little more family-friendly.
Switch to Boost and get 4 lines for only $25 per line, each with unlimited gigs. Plus, get up to 4 free Samsung J7 perks and enjoy 6 months of Hulu, where you can stream all the shows everyone is talking about.
Heck yeah!
Bumblebee. Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
Not all light beers are created equal. One is brewed with more taste, fewer calories, and half the carbs. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Hey everyone, Karen Bryant, Rashad Evans, and Michael Bisping here. Coming up next on FS1, it's the UFC 223 pre-fight show. We're going to break down the wild week leading up to the fights and tell you what's next for Conor McGregor. That is next on FS1.